Okay, I'll show you something. This right here, that's a head. That's a head off of one of them international M's. I got this engine up there in North Carolina. That was one of 100. But the problem is this pipe in the bottom here is rusted into the bottom of the head, and you can't get it out. So it was a comment on my YouTube channel. A subscriber had the problem that he couldn't get it out, and he questioned me, how did I do it? So I'll show you how to get that out of that head. It's in another video. Just check back in the playlist there. I've done it before. Scrap metal, yard art, this is what we have. We just sawed that off, that's all. Some of them are rusted quite thin. This one here is quite thick. But what you do to get that out of there, old school we're talking about, is these are cape chisels, I think is what they're called. And you can see this one right here is wider, coming down this way and this way. If you use this in there wrong, it will split the housing. Because you can imagine if you drive that right down through that steel right there with a big enough a gap, it widens itself. So be cautious that you only use the point to get the metal away. This one is one that I modified. It was a thin blade in the beginning, but I also took a stone to it and even made it more thinner in this part right here than the face is. That way when you're driving it down through there to bring some metal out, you have some room for inner expansion. Some of them you'll notice are at a diamond on the end. And that's for removing metal like that right there. You can just keep cutting a trench out with that one. But it's the same way. It's at a taper there. So be very cautious, even to the point where you might try something that. No, I don't prescribe to that. Just go ahead and do the job at hand. And if you mess up on it, then you'll do better the next time. If not, you got the job finished. Ain't no need for no practice. And with that said, I probably did bust one of these on the get-go, to be honest about it. And when you're choosing a place to start chiseling at, choose a place where you have thicker metal. As in one of these corner areas, that metal is thicker and it will absorb more beating and also less prone to cracking. With that said, let's get this one out of here. And also the way you hold the chisel, you can make it dig into the metal, take a deeper, go in, all the way into the threads even, or either you can turn it around and it'll make the metal come away from the inside. Okay, you'll notice that I kept on chiseling on that area. It's because I had what I call a run going. So I just... I put some of that PB Blaster on there. That's what we got going. You fold it back in on itself like that right there. That's how to get a rusted in pipe muffler. It's a street ale muffler fitting in one of these McCormick Dairy M's, you know. Just saw it off, you know, dig it out. We'll look down in there and see what we got. Okay, I can't see where we made a cut, so I'm gonna put this paper down in there and see if I can see where we chiseled that. Okay, I do have a print right yonder on the side right there. You can see where that chisel went down through there. Let's get a close up, you know. I mean, this is what yours going, if you choose to do this, this is what yours going to look like. Just like that. And you can see that little bitty, yeah, right over there. You can see where that just barely dented them teeth. Threads going down through yonder, you know. So that's the damage with the chisel. Them's real nice threads there. Let's run a tap in there and see what they look like then. 1.5 inch threads in that thing right there. And that's by hand. Let's put a wrench on that, set them threads in there pretty good, and then we'll look at it. Oh, let's get it down on the bench. Look at it. Well, just looking at the threads there kind of immediately, it's the word I would use describe them threads are great. No evidence whatsoever of the position, where that we chiseled, the cape chisel in hand, gnawed away at that. Actually, this one right here probably could have, I don't advise heating up this cast iron if you can get something, if you can do it another way. Let's put us a little PB blaster on them threads right there, and get a really good look. Well, and this video is kind of to answer a comment that was left on my YouTube channel page as to how to get one of these street L's out of this or a straight pipe, whatever, how the configuration is that's rusted into a head, how to get it out. And we're doing it with the Cape chisel. The chisel has suffered very minimal wear. I've used it to get probably a dozen such items out, so it paid for itself on the first job. And all that's left to say is it's a cheap way to do it. It's kind of old school. You could put it in the milling machine over. I could have did that, milled down the side there, and did all that kind of stuff. I could have heated this. I could have shrunk that. Several different ways to got that out other than what we just did. But it could not have been, the end results could not have been any better than well, to suffice to say that I'm proud of that job right there. So y'all come on back next week. We'll do something else. And right in there, that's the area that we Cape chiseled away. I think how to do this right here is in the Henry Ford machine shop manual, about 1940s. That version shows you the correct use of a Cape chisel. I'm from here in Middle Tennessee, the geographical center of something. Shop Dog Sam.